Y'all, welcome to Sweet Tea and Butterflies. We are doing some wood projects today, and part of the What Would You Make collaboration. I want to give a I'll give a quick shout out in a minute to my granddaughters, but we've got Brenda with Rustic and Lace, and Christine with Divine Designs are our hosts, and we've got Kathy Joe as a guest host today. She is so much fun. If you haven't watched her before, don't forget to go watch, and I'll have all of the playlist and everybody's links in my description box. So real quick, I want to give a shout out to Avery and Addie. I miss y'all, I love y'all, and I miss crafting with y'all. If you run across this video, feel free to give me a comment, let me know you saw it. Love you. All right, so now I got some new molds from Amazon, and I was playing around with them with hot glue. So I made two little bees. I've got little bee molds. They're so cute. Um, and some strawberries. I'm trimming some of the flashing off of the strawberries there. So I painted the bodies of the bees yellow, and I'm leaving the wings as is because they're kind of, with the hot glue, they're kind of see-through-ish, like their wings naturally would be. So I'm gonna leave them like that. And I thought I had cut out the part of me trimming the little flashing off of the strawberries, but I guess I was wrong. So I'm taking, I put all the paints away. So the red is True Red. I think it's an apple barrel paint. If it's not, it's a folk art paint. And then the yellow was Sunny Yellow. And again, I don't remember if it was folk art or if it was apple barrel, but it was one of the two. So I didn't make you watch me fully paint all of them. Now I thought a toothpick would do the trick, getting in the little, for the seeds on the strawberries, but it wasn't working. So I took a really fine paintbrush and used it to paint the seeds on the strawberries. And they turned out so cute. I mainly got the molds, honestly, for my candles. Well, a lot of them I did. I got some molds for the, trims and borders and stuff like that. I got those to do with clay and or hot glue for other projects, but I got quite a few what they call in-bed molds um, for my candles and stuff, because I just wanted to up my game and play around a little more with making fancier candles. And if I can find a way to set up the camera over in my very tiny kitchen, um, you might get to see me make some. So I did the same thing with the bees. I used that same fine paintbrush to do the stripes and the head on the bee. I'm just painting it in there. It's kind of a little bit of a tedious process, especially you'll notice I've got my hand, the hand that's holding the bee, I've got it resting down on the table, and I'm trying to keep as loose a hold on it as I can without dropping it, because the tighter I try to hold it, or if I try to hold it up, my neuropathy makes me shake really bad. So, which when the video is sped up, it's not as noticeable, but trust me, I'm noticing it. I honestly didn't think I was going to make it with this video, with this collaboration. I was already running behind on getting started on my projects, and then I took a fall Thursday. I've been nursing some very sore ribs and a very sore knee, and some of the things that I needed for what I had in mind to do, I had to dig out of bins, and I'm just not really trying to lift those bins with the. I don't know if I bruised them, cracked them, I don't know, but I got a couple of ribs that are definitely not happy with me. They're very angry. So it is what it is. Anyway, all right. So here I had I gone on Design Bundles and got this printout, printed it out, cut it out. I did like the fussy cut around it, and then just used Mod Podge to put it in there. I didn't put a coat over it. I just left it like it was. And then I took my little, oh, what did I? I took my little strawberries, which, oh, I had to get my hot glue gun. So I took my little strawberries and some flowers, and I might get, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, the angle at which I have to do this does not allow for y'all to see, but I will show you. The only thing I don't like about the strawberry molds is it doesn't have like the leaf on top, it's just the berry. So I gotta get creative with that, which I did, as you'll see. I kind of tilted the flat top of the berries toward the picture there, and then took a little sprig of greenery leaves and tucked it behind and in between the two berries, and just kind of tacked the leaves down here and there. And then I took a couple of the little white flowers that were also part of that floral pick. There we go. And just got them in there. Maybe if I try really hard when I know I'm recording not to let the glue strings get to me, because those things drive me crazy. But for some reason I could not stop pulling the glue strings. I could have done that after I finished, because you know I'm going to create more until I'm completely done. That's just hot glue for you. But no, I've got to sit there and keep fussing with them. I don't know. Some days I wonder. Some days I think if I had a brain, it'd be dangerous. I don't know. The chemotherapy definitely took a little hit on my brain power there. I think my biggest thing is constantly wondering where my phone is. I'll totally forget where I set it down if it's not right in my view, and then I panic and I'm like, where's my phone? Like if I'm going somewhere, I'll stick it in my pocket and then I'll freak out. Did I leave it at home or did I leave it wherever I went? Where did I put it? What did I do with it? I think I've done that a couple times with my car keys too, because I couldn't remember if I stuck them in my purse, my coat pocket, whatever. Anyway, so as you see there, oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, show some love. I appreciate all of you that stick with my rambling, crazy self, and I invite anybody who's watching that isn't already subscribed to subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. And don't forget to share, hit the playlist and show all the other ladies some love too. Alright, so our project number 2, I'm using clothespins, and I'm just disassembling them. I used a total of 14, and I took them apart, glued them back to back like this, And I didn't make you watch me do all of that gluing. I think I did one or two on camera. I think my dog's got... Woo! She is stinking me out, y'all. Whoa. Good Lord. I think when I get done with this voiceover, I'm gonna have to let her out and hope that she gets that out of her system. Oh boy. Anyway, so I got this. This is not my idea, my original idea. I got this idea from a post I saw on Facebook. And honestly, I'm sure this has been around for a while. So I don't know who the original artist or whatever is of it, but they used different size clothespins, which would have been better, but I only had one size of clothespin, and I am trying to not purchase anything. The molds were something that I was like, okay, I got my income tax, I'm gonna get some of the molds. And then stuff went through my account, and I'm like, great, if I'd have known that that was gonna go through there, I would not have made that purchase. So I'm trying to work with what I have for the most part. And not to mention the molds are reusable, so at least there's that. They're not used up once I use them. So anyway, I'm using a combination of wood glue and a little bit of hot glue. Because the hot glue gives me the immediate hold. The wood glue will give me the permanent hold once it's fully set. I didn't use hot glue when I did the clothespins back to back, but I am using some of the hot glue with the and assembling the wings. So I'm using different colors. One I'm doing a purple, and the other one I'm doing in blue. So the base is a metallic, and then the other that I'm putting on is a color shift. Well, I've got a color shift, and I've got like the color flash, which is what that teal and what that other purple was. So I couldn't make up my mind what I was going to do with that. And then I'd gotten up and grabbed, because I do have a color change iridescent colors. I thought, well, that would be neat, but it didn't show as much as I would like for it to show. So I used it on the body, and then I used the color flash ones on the wings. See, there's the color shift, which is an iridescent with different, that one's kind of a red, violet, blue shift, and the camera doesn't pick it up as well as like in person. Like if I'm standing here looking at it under my light, I can see it I can see it pretty well, but the camera just doesn't pick it up. So I used that for the body, and then I used the color flash one for the wings. And I just I tested it on a little spot right there first, because I was like, okay, let me test it before I fully commit here, because this was one of the things I just was not I was indecisive about. We've got I'm getting, and see, the camera not really picking that up as well. Yeah, it kind of is, I guess. It'll you'll get a better sense of it on the final reveal. It picks it up a little bit better. So now I'm doing the purple, and that one's kind of a violet color with a color shift in it. I have fun with these paints when I use them. But anyway, these little dragonfly things, they can be used, on a tiered tray, or I couldn't find my magnets. They would make great refrigerator magnets, especially if you used smaller clothespins for the wings, or use something a little bit bigger for the body. So anyway, I've got a buy me a coffee link in my description box as well. I would be much obliged if any of you feel led to do a buy me a coffee. I would appreciate it very much. It's obviously not required. And here is the final reveal. So you can see the color shift a little bit better on there as I'm trying to move it around in the light. And that one's the purple one. And then there's the blue one. Yeah, you can see it just a little bit better. But anyway, thanks y'all for watching. Have a great night.